What's up, guys? It's your boy Level, right? LVLMP. Now, Gran-Darts asked me to review some of their things when they released the tournament app, and normally I would do a lot of this privately, but I want to get this out there and make sure that Gran-Darts realizes that they really need to improve the tournament aspect of this app. This is the Gran-Darts app. You can download it. It was made for Steel. They're going to combine, eventually, Gran-Board app into Gran-Darts app in the long scheme of things, okay? So if you have a Steel one and you use the Gran-I, I'm pretty sure it's great. I don't have a Steel tip to play on it. Anyways, we have the Gran-Darts app to use for the Gran-Board 3S. Now, if you're playing it and you're just playing like a local match and you're just playing the local games, it's great. It's wonderful, right? No issues. It's set up, whatever. At least on how it runs and stuff like that. Now, as far as the aesthetics, I can't really pronounce it. Like when we're playing the game, some things that I really don't like. I don't like the way it looks when you're playing. I'll just set up a local. I'm gonna exit it, but let's just say we play a local game. I don't care, an 0-1 game, and we hit game start, right? You see where the arrows are on this? You'll see the 3 arrows where the darts are. When it gets down to the end, okay, it shows you what you need to hit. I don't like it showing it there. I like it showing it above. Whenever you go to I guess I'm just more accustomed to it being up top. So I would like it if you could like have an option of having it on the side. You have an option of where you want it to show you, instead of in those little arrows. Because when you get down to like only needing 50, only needing 3 darts to win, you can only see it where those 3 darts are shown. So it's really kind of hard to see it, especially for those who have a tiny phone. Now I have a big iPad, as you can see. So it's a little easier for me. But for those of you that play on a phone, it's going to be very hard for you to see unless you're mirroring it somewhere. That is something I think they really need to update. Another thing, you'll see how my board is green up there. A lot of times since this recent update, you have to reconnect your board after every game when you're playing online. Just in a regular head-to-head, right? Everything's copacetic, and then it gets to the next game, now I got to reconnect my board. Now, that can become a problem, especially for people who have 2 or 3 boards in their house, and their child's playing on another one or whatever. It disconnects, maybe their child in the room reconnects, and now their board's hitting because this board decided to disconnect. That needs to be fixed. That's really hard to promote when that keeps happening. Alright, so we're just going to end the game. We're going to go back. Alright, so that's just how that works. In cricket, let's go back here and talk. In cricket, the issue that we're having right now is you can't see the opponent. So once you start playing cricket, the opponent's main camera does not work. It just is black. Now you can see him in the bottom, so it's not like a huge thing, I guess, right? But you don't. The camera in the beginning doesn't work. That's another thing that needs to be fixed. All right, and then we're gonna go into one more thing. I'm gonna go to we'll just go to tournament because it's fast for me to get to. I'm gonna go to setting. This right here, the player camera and the dartboard camera. Before the update, I used to get both. I used to be able to go here and do camera back. Now see how that disappeared? And I used to be able to go here and do camera front. I used to be able to use both my front and back cameras before this update when you guys added the tournaments. I cannot do it now. The only way to get it successfully working, exit the app, open the Gran-Board app, restart the device after the Gran-Board app is there, reopen this, and then maybe it works. We need this to work 100% of the time. A lot of us would like to take this tripod instead of sending it behind us, for people that want to show them on the board, because that's just how I run mine. Some people don't play that way. That's fine. You play how you play. But I would like to move this to the front and then have it show me and be able to show the back camera on the board. I think it'd be a lot easier to set up. That's one thing I wish you guys would leave alone and let. If you have a device that has a camera, 2 cameras on it, let us pick one and the other so that way we can show us and the board. on the same device. That just makes more sense, right? Alright. Another thing. Here's how you join tournaments, right? One thing I would have on here is a tournament button where you can hit and join tournaments from here. You cannot do that from here. You have to go to the app, or to the website. I'm going to show you the website because I have it up. Alright? It is tournament.gran-darts.com. They asked me last night to promote it a lot, trying to get people in or whatever. I had to go to work and stuff, so I was like, oh man, I'm going to miss out. There's going to be a ton of people on here because I think that it's going to be awesome, right? I don't think so. I'm gonna kind of walk you through why. We're just gonna search the tournaments. You can hit entry. I took all mine down. These are just practice tournaments that some people put up, and then you can see like the ones that Gran-Dart put up. Like it says Gran-Darts, right? Well, I'm gonna show you how it looks. So I'm gonna set up my tournament. We're gonna create a tournament. We're just gonna put test, don't join. And then I'm going to put up just, it doesn't matter, right? So here's the things that Gran-Darts, you really need to correct this. And I'm making this a video because this is just a lot to type and put to you guys in a form. So if someone wants to go through this video and put it into a form and send it to them or whatever, that would really help. So for one, this part's kind of easy. I figured that part out, how to get the image and whatever, right? Then we're going to go to entry. You have the open and private. Those work flawlessly. You can do the private. You can enter that. I love it. That works fine. The start select date. Please fix this. I want to put here and then put a date. I don't like this. This is weird. This is like I can't type anything. You're making me select times. Now I'm just going to put a future date so that way I don't have to mess with this. But see, I have to select those times. I can't put type a time. I want to be able to type a time. But anyways, let's just say we select that date, right? And we click off because there's no approve, there's no okay, there's nothing. You just have to know to click off, right? You can't type it in there either. So if you click this and you go to type, you cannot type it. It is not a typable field. With the entry period and the select date, those need to be auto fields. Auto filled. Right? Unless we mess with it. Like once I put the date, it should go from the time it is, maybe 10 minutes after, whatever, that's fine. Or 5 minutes after. But it should auto-fill that time in. But instead, I have to go in here. Now let's say I do this and I select the wrong time. I'm going to do this on purpose. Okay. Okay. It says it has to be 20 minutes before the start time. Please at least 20 minutes before the tournament date, right? So now I'll enter it right. That's right. It'll go. It should autofill this next part to know that I want it to end. But here's the issue I have. This needs to be fixed as well. Let's say I pick a date. What do I have? This 12th, right? 3 o'clock. Let's say I go to 12. What do I have? 3 o'clock. I'm like, I want it to end right there. Okay, I got it wrong. Sorry. That's the start. Okay, sorry. 12:25. Sorry about that. Again, doing this on the fly. We are live. 12:25. There it goes. 15 minutes before. Here's the issue with that. That is a very long time. 15 minutes before is very long. Please shorten that to 5 minutes before. I think is an appropriate wait time. Because the problem is let's say you have a lot of tournaments that I run. Sometimes we'll get 10 people 15 minutes before, and in the last 15 minutes I'll get 15 to 20 people that are coming in because a lot more people are coming in. You take away this feature of getting more people in by making that a 15-minute thing. You're going to get a lot of people that are just going to leave because the entry, you're able to leave. And it's going to mess up you guys a lot. Please make that only a couple minutes. Even a minute before is fine. 15 minutes is way too much. Way too much to ask. So we put it for 15 minutes before, whatever. Okay. Free and paid, I think both work. Doesn't matter. These both work. One thing I would like is, let's say someone's new and they put 128. It's very hard to get 128 people to play in the tournament you have now. What I would like is, let's say it's closer to the time. Auto make it so when it's closer, it starts at 16. Once 16 is full, maybe have a button down here. Like, let's say I do 16. Have a button down here that says if it hits 16, extend to 32. If it goes under 32, or it goes under 16, come back to 16. Make it auto do the max participants. So that way, if they select 128, it doesn't show 128 slots and look all weird when you guys do the stuff. It shouldn't be that hard to be like, have a button down here that says auto, create the bracket, auto whatever. When it hits 16, expand to 32. When it hits 64, expand to 128. If it's less than 128, then go have 128. If it's less than 64, go to 64, etc. You get what I'm trying to say. That should be plausible, right? Because once you expand the tournament and people drop out, there's no way to make it lower. Because what happens is, let's say we get 16 here, right? And I want to expand it to 32. Maybe I get like one more or two more, and then it goes to like 17, 18, which would expand to 32. And people are like, I don't want to play in 32. Let's say 4 people drop out and drop it below 4 to 14. Now you have 14 entries in a 32-person entry. No one's going to want to join that. That's weird. Right? So you make it more enticing when you drop it back down to 16. And they're like, oh, okay, there's only 2 spots. That's a premium tournament. Boom. They join. I'm just trying to tell you guys, man. This is all fine. This all works. 15 minutes before check-in, 30, whatever. I don't know about the 2-hour one. What I would like to have is reminders. So I'd like to go 1 hour before. Also remind people 15 minutes before. I think that would be a great feature to have two notification times. Because you always get the one an hour, 24 hours before and an hour before. But it doesn't auto-notify someone when you get closer if you already have one of these selected. So it'd be nice if you could just select 1 hour, but it would also let them know 30 minutes and 15 minutes before it's going to start, or something like that. I think it would help you guys and stuff, because I always select the 1 hour before, and I think that prepares people. But when it gets closer to it, they forget to exit if they're in another tournament. So it'd be nice if it would also notify them on another time that I select. So these are just all helpful things that would make this a way better site. And we're not even I don't even know if I'm halfway through this video. That's how long this video is going to be. That's why I can't type it all. This is fine. It notifies the board. All great. Countries works fine. That's fine. You got Japan. You got the same countries you've had on this stuff before. I wish you had the flags. I kind of think it's a slap in the face when you don't put the flag there. So if you could just so it's just a little emoji icon right next to Japan, the United States, or whatever. I think that was the way to go. The drop down's fine, but just put the country back, right? The ranking thing, I haven't really got to try it, and I'm going to get into why I haven't got to try it. I'll just make it short and sweet. There's not enough people that play on the app. There's not enough incentive to get to the app. Because the other app works great in a head-to-head scenario and a tournament scenario, other than letting the person run the tournament. That's the only thing that we need to fix, to be honest with you. Anyways, we'll go back to none just for the purpose. I know you guys are just doing singles as a rollout. I know this is a beta, so I'm not criticizing your whole app. I'm just trying to help you guys improve it. Doubles and mix will come down later. Don't care about that. 99% of people that run tournaments are going to run singles. Sometimes they'll run a mix. Few people run doubles. I personally am not good at running doubles, I guess. I'm not popular enough. I don't know what to tell you guys. But singles works to do a test environment. That's all fine. Single, double. This all works fine. This is a little confusing unless you guys know what you're kind of doing. So for those watching the video that don't know, with reset means you play again. Like you rebuttal, you get a rebuttal. No reset means you only play one game. So even if you do a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket, if the winner wins, or if the winner loses the one time to the loser, it's over. None means you only have a winner that does not lose at all, and then the loser can lose one time and still come in second. They don't play for championship. Once you lose, you can only come in second. That's how that part works, for those that don't. That seems to work fine. I haven't really got to test it. Winner's bracket, here's the thing. If you guys are going to throw up tournaments for us to try, please have a choice at the end. You guys have it in the head-to-head stuff, or even when we play the computer, but you don't have it here, right? You don't have so we have to do a 5-on-1 cricket, 3-on-1. That's what most of us are going to do, or something like that. The selections are fine. Just wish you can add a choice for us to do in beta, because you have it in the regular one. I don't see why I can't have it in the beta. Losers bracket, same thing. I'm just going to leave it as that for right now. I'm actually going to change this to 901 so no one joins it. I do like that you have 7 legs. That's going to be kind of fun. That's actually a W. Alright. Swap first, loser first, doesn't matter. Do love this. Straight in, master in. Add all works, master out, whatever, right? That works fine. Handicap works fine. Button works fine. Description works fine. Okay, auto start, manual start. Everyone that I know is going to always pick auto start. Manual start had a lot of flaws. I'm not able to really test it because, again, I can't get enough people to join. Even when other people are in tournaments, say we're running into the same issue, it's hard to get people to join because of a lot. It's just a lot. I'm going to be honest with you. The time is good. That's fine. Everyone should be picking 5 minutes. Some people pick 7. I respect it. 10 is really long. 15 is really long. Pretty much only going to select those if you're doing a paid tournament or anything like that, so you can fix stuff if you need to. But 5 and 7 are probably going to be ultimate. Love the Discord integration. What I wish you would have on this part is who I am when I log in. I would love to have Discord already in here. Like, my Discord's not going to change. Have the Discord link always in there, so I'll have to input it. Or make it auto-input it, but also have an edit button in case I'm in there, right? I do like the collab button, which I'll show you guys in a bit. I think it'd be great if you had certified tournament people, which we'll get to later. Me, I run tournaments all the time. I have a decent following. I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I have a decent following. Other creators that I know also have a decent following. I think if we're established creators, we should get like a green check mark so people know that when they join our tournaments, we finish them and we have a good reputation, XYZ, whatever. Right? That's just my personal thing. So that way when you get someone new that gets a new ground board and they want to play a tournament, they go to join Joe Smo's tournament, they get a bad experience, and they go, I don't ever want to play in a tournament again. Compared to someone joins the tournament and they go, oh, this guy has a certified tournament, it's going to be great. They join it and they get a better experience, and then they're going to want to run tournaments themselves, and you can expand that way. That's how you're going to grow. No one creator should ever own all the tournaments, right? That's just how it goes. There's a tournament for anyone, everyone. There's tons of, obviously, groups out there. They start putting their name at the end of their names, like we're in Call of Duty. But I think that would be great. I also think you can make group sections in here. Example, I am LVLMP. I should be able to make LVLMP leaderboards in here. You guys have the power to do that. So that if I create different tournaments, I can have leaderboards within your stuff that people can see. And I should be able to add points to them and whatever, which you guys have seen me do in my personal Discord out of my personal time. But I really think you guys can implement that. But anyways, that's future stuff. Let's get back to why people aren't going to play in these currently that you guys need to fix. We're going to publish the tournament. This part's great. Publish the tournament. Perfect. This is all great. Right? I can put a collab in here. I can type their name in. The only thing I don't like is, let's say I search someone's name, right? Anyone can search my name and put me as a collabor. I think there needs to be a way where people can't just add random people, because what's going to happen is, let's say the tournament sucks crazy, right? Let's just say the person messes up, whatever. They go add a collabor here. Now I'm tied to a bad tournament. I want there to be a way where I have to be someone's friend, and then I can add them. I don't think it should be open to anyone. That's just my personal preference. So look, if I search this, I'll type Raz again. I don't know who that guy is. I've never met this person. I can just put anyone's name there. And I think there needs to be a level of pride when you add a collaborator. That is the collaborator. Like, you should be able to have in this section allow collabs or something like that with XYZ, so that when that creator creates it, they are able to add with your permission. This is, I can add anyone. I can add someone from Zimbabwe as a collaborator, and they can do whatever they want. And then if something goes wrong, it'd be like, oh, it was my collaborator, right? You know what I'm saying? That part needs to be fixed. Another part, which we've already talked about, is the join thing. Our participant. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you because it's not going to work on me. I didn't want to hit edit. But anyways, normally there'll be a section here where you can join. It'll hit entry. When you go to participants, you'll see the entry. All that's great. You can remove, block, perfect. You don't need to see that here. Everyone can figure out how that works. It's not bad. The bracket was great. When it shows the bracket, which it only shows once the entries stop, which is kind of why I think you guys did the 15 minutes, so you guys can see, we can organize it. Again, I think that only needs to be a 5-minute window for us to shuffle and move stuff around. I think that would be good. Again, it's not going to show here because I don't have anything going. Then you get to the result part. Alright, so that's just the website part. Right? I'm going to go back to the app. When we join the tournaments, so as you see, it doesn't show me in any tournaments. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to go back here. Now, I can't, it doesn't show me join tournaments, so I didn't join any tournaments. Let me set one up real quick. Again, doing this on the fly, live on my stream. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to delete this tournament, and I'm just going to create one and show you guys how it works. And Gran-Darts how it works when you create one for right now. Create tournament, test, don't join. We're going to, we go through all the settings that we just said. You do have to have an image there. Alright, we're going to select the date. It really doesn't, this part doesn't matter. Alright, just put 12, doesn't matter. This is the part that matters right now. 11:45, because that's the time right now. And then 6. 6. 1. Okay. Boom, boom. I don't care about anything else. Oh. Someone joins, they join. What do you want me to say? Alright, so here's what it looks like when you actually join the tournament that's going on. You'll have your entry page. You'll have everything there that we talked about, right? I'm going to hit entry. It says, hey, your entry's been submitted. Great, that's how it works. Go to participants, you're going to see me, and pending. Now, once I check in, this will go from pending to checked in. That's how it works. Now, when someone is not, when it is not you, there's going to be like a 3-dot thing here. And you'll be able to click it, and it'll say block or cancel entry. So you can cancel someone's entry who maybe entered twice, or maybe message you and says, hey, I'm not going to be able to make a tournament, but I can't get out of it. You can actually remove them now. That's a W. Good job, Gran-Darts, on that. Alright, so back to what I wanted to show you. We're going to go back to this app right here. Sorry, I didn't have my chat up during that, Raz. I apologize. I'm just kind of going. Oh, okay. Did you join it, Raz? Sorry about that. I think Raz joined it. Okay, perfect. Alright, Raz joined it. So, as I'm going over this, I'm recording everything, and this is all getting sent to Gran-Darts, Raz. So, sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat that entire time, guys, so I do apologize for that. I do have the chat open, so if you guys talk to me, I can respond. Okay, so as you see, Raz joined the tournament. So, what I wanted to show you guys, you can't see because I'm not on the right part. Raz joined the tournament. As you see, there it is. And let's say I do this part, right? I do this right here. I can cancel his entry or I can block him. I'm not going to do that, but I just wanted to show you guys. It did add that feature. That is a W feature. I will say, out of all the stuff, that's probably one of the W's out of this. I've got a long list of L's. This is a W. I like the block feature. As you guys know, we've run into some issues where people have come in, they've raised some hell, we've won them, now you can block them. I don't know. I shouldn't say I don't know. I do know how it blocks people. I'm not going to tell you guys how it blocks people. Anyways, you can block people, and they shouldn't be able to enter your tournament for a duration. I do not know when you can unblock people. I do not know that. That part I do not know. Cancel my entry so we can see. Alright, we're going to go ahead and cancel his entry. I'm not going to block him because, again, I don't know the block feature as well. So we cancel the entry. It removes the entry. W for Gran-Darts for adding that. W for Gran-Darts. W for Gran-Darts. That's how it works. Alright, thank you, Raz, for joining so I can prove that to them. Okay, so Raz just told me you can't unblock. So if you block someone, you can unblock. I'm assuming it goes into like another thing that I haven't got yet. But anyway, so that's a W. You can't unblock them. So that way, if you have suspended someone for a season, because I run seasons, you can unblock them and they can come back in. That's how it works. Cool. All right, let's go back to certain things I don't like. So I see the part where I was talking about the participants. So I'm going to touch on this real quick and then jump back to it. I'm going to jump on this real quick and jump back to it. What I'm talking about is, let's say we set a 16-man entry and it hits 16. Try to block you now. All right, we're gonna do the block thing. All right, so let's say I block Raz real quick. I block him. Oh, okay. So it keeps the entry, but it makes you blocked. I got it. Got it. That's how it works. It keeps the entry, keeps you blocked. Another W. Another W. So we can see who's blocked even if they join. But does it take away the entry? Let's see. Got it. Yeah, 2 total players and stuff. Perfect. And we can unblock as well. Perfect. Got it. So it doesn't take away their entry, but you can block and unblock. Are you sure you want to block this player? I do. Let's hit refresh. Yeah. So it still shows them as an entry, but it blocks them from probably playing. It probably just skips them. So, Gran-Darts, when you watch this video, because I am going to post this video, one thing that I would say when we do a block is make another section that says suspended/blocked players. So that way people joining, and we can put a reason, like blocked, cuss that player, blocked, and whatever reason that we can enter. So that way when other people join and they see, hey, this person's blocked, we as a creator can know why that person's blocked. Now, we know enough people in the Gran-Dart people that block a random person and just make up people. We know enough people to know who's going to be legit or whatever. But I would like to have a reason to put like block, cuss that player, suspended 1 season. Push darts in and laughed, didn't care. Stuff like that. Just a reason so that when people come, they see, oh, this person blocked XYZ because of them. Whatever. And then we can all, you get it. So that's one thing that I wish that you guys would do. Make sure I unblock you. That way, and I do run tournaments, it is blocked. So anyways, to get back real quick to what I wanted to talk about before I jump back, because I saw Raz's comment about my 16 player thing. So what I would like to see is, let's say you start with 16 players. I would like to have a checkbox that says auto update the thing. So let's say we get 16 players. I want it to already auto, if I have it selected, to go to 32 players. And then goes, 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever. Then let's say the people drop out. It goes 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. I want it to automatically go back to the 16 fill. Maybe not show us, but when it advances to it, I want it not to show 32 blocks when there's only 14 players when you have a 16 block selection. I know it doesn't technically matter for people that know that run tournaments. However, systematically, however you want to look at it, when you're looking at it, it just doesn't look right and stuff. So I think it's something they can add. Now, to get back to some other stuff I don't like, let me make sure you're unblocked before I move on. You are unblocked. Okay. I'm going to end up canceling the tournament. But anyways, I want to show you guys this. Here's my point on this one right here. We're going to go back to this. Now, as you see, I'm in the tournament section on the new app. I do not have a way to get into the tournaments or look at any tournaments within this section of the app. Yes, guys, have an option to auto switch to higher amount when the threshold is hit. And when the threshold is not met, drop to the lower amount. It looks more appealing. So we're on the tournament section here in the app. There's no way for me to go in here and see what tournaments are going on without going to the website. On the old version, you were able to hit tap whatever. Maybe I can tap tournaments. Does it work? Nope. Doesn't come up, right? But let's say I'm entered in the tournament, which you're going to see now because I just switched it. There's the tournament, right? Now watch this. If I hit this tournament and I hit, it's up here, right here, Grand Online. See the Grand Online? Now I can go to the tournament and type. If I actually press the right button. It loads the tournament in the page. That needs to be a section that I think, even if you hit view tournament progress, it brings you right to the tournament. I'm not signed in because I don't use that way. But that's how you can use it on the device. But I think there should be a way from here where you guys can put a tab here, whatever, that says take me to site. That needs to be an option. Because people are going to hit tournaments and they're not going to know what to do. They're going to hit the question mark, right? Because they're going to read this and they're going to have to read all this or whatever, right? Give you the link there, all that stuff. That's all great. That's all great. That's fine. But why not just have a button that says join tournament, boom, and do it? Or even better, make a search bar here and you can search open tournaments and just have the entry select here. I think you guys are able to integrate that. But anyways, one feature that you guys can just do is instead of me having to hit the question mark or enter this to go there, make a go to tournament section like you have in the other one. I think it's just a lot easier. Now it's up to us to get people to the site and let people learn how it all works. I understand all that. That's the thing. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to cover. I covered the small darts. When we're playing in the app, one thing that these are more aesthetic designs that I think you guys need to look at and fix. We're playing cricket, and I hit a triple 20, right, and I point or whatever, or the opponent has a triple 20. Here's the scenario. I'm playing my opponent. My opponent opens 20s and points. Boom. I hit triple 20. The app should either say closed or do the zoo sound, right? So that way I know it's closed. All it does is if you have a triple 20 sound, it makes the same sound whether it's open to close, point, whatever. It does not matter. I think you guys need to change it. Even if it's a human and you have the human voice, it'll say triple 20. It'll say whatever you hit, which is fine in 01. But when you're playing cricket, it doesn't really help, especially when people have the boards behind them or to the side of them, and they're looking at the thing and they're trying to concentrate, and I hit a triple 20, and I hear, whatever the triple 20 sound, ba-boo, right? I'm like, okay, cool, I'm going to keep going there. But then, if I have a 3S, so it's gonna eliminate the 20 image, or the light on my 20s. So I know, okay, those are closed. But if someone has a dash, they don't have that feature. They're not going to know. Right? So that's something I think you should change. Make it say closed. Make it say open. Make it say something so we know. That's one thing. We already covered on the camera part that we need to add if I can add both cameras. That feature's gone since the update. You can get it back if you do a bunch of stuff, which you shouldn't have to. The outs should show. Also, one thing I would like to add, going back to the tournament side, I'm going to delete this tournament real quick. Information. Cancel entry. Oops. Edit. Come down. Okay, I can actually... No, I can't do it right here. Well, one thing I would like to do is also be able to move my time. Like, let's say I schedule a time. So there's two features I want added. Let's say I schedule 12 and I'm like, ah, shit, something came up. I have to move my tournament. Right? Allow me to move my scheduled time. Right? Like, allow it. Or, let's say we only have 3 people signed up, which happened a lot tonight because the word's not out enough. You don't have enough people that want to play in the app for a lot of the features I mentioned. Let it have an option that says when it hits 4 people, let it play, right? Like, let the tournament start. If it does not hit this threshold, delay 15 minutes, something like that, along those lines. I can't think of it at the moment, but that would be a good feature, because what happens if you only hit 3 people, your time starts, you're fucked. You just have to delete the tournament and try all this stuff again. It would be so nice just to be like, oh man, we didn't hit the threshold, we backed it up 15 minutes, and if we get people that start, we can start it. That's great. And then if we want to delete it, we have the option to. That would be great. And then another thing, we're going to delete this tournament. This is great. That feature is all fine. Let's say we go, it's not browse tournament. Let's go to grade tournament. I got to think of what I was going to say now. See, so I'm going to get sidetracked. What was it? Okay. So you have the game selection, the 501. Now, I'm in a gold league for Phoenix. Anyone that plays Gold League knows that when you play in a Gold League in Phoenix or any higher level league, as you get better in darts, you're not allowed to see the outs. Right? It's a master out, no range. I would love for you guys to put that in here, where I can do a 501 no range. And I could run those high level tournaments for people that are AA or higher. Right? Because I think that would add incentive for them to play. Because when they go to major tournaments, bull shooters and above, and you hit that threshold or whatever, you don't get to see the outs. So I think that'd be kind of cool to be able to run that tournament. Because you can turn the option off when you play head-to-head and stuff. That option is there for you to turn off. However, it is not there for us to select in the tournament, and I think that would be a great feature to have in there for some of us organizers. Like I said, there was a lot in this video. For those watching, is there anything I didn't cover? I covered a lot. I covered how it looks. One of the things that you guys, Gran-Darts, are really need to do a little better on trying the cross-platform and the promotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you released it, we're trying to get people in, but just the aesthetic of how it looks, how it runs. I know it's a beta. I'm not hating on it. It's a beta. It's full improvement. We're going to get there. This is going to be the #1 app. It's going to be awesome in time, as long as you fix the stuff. One thing that I really think will get your app off the ground, I'm actually going to put this in the video, is, alright, so let's get out of this. Let's go to the home, and we'll go to online. I want there to be a ranked, so you have a general lobby, which can be unranked, and then you're going to have a ranked lobby. I want a ranked lobby to be able to hit ranked play and just be standard 501 cricket choice. You don't have to have a master out, that's fine, but let there be a race to top 100 or a leaderboard, and let it auto match you within your skill levels. Yeah, everyone's going to start from the bottom or whatever and move their way up. It's going to take a lot of time, but whenever you play any online formatted game, right, let's say we're at a bar, we play whatever, they have a ranking system that you play in no matter what, right? You can get top leaderboards or whatever. Just like you have the leaderboards in the local stuff or whatever, the practice ones. You have a leaderboard there. Make an online ranked head-to-head random match leaderboard for singles. You can even make one for doubles, whatever. I think that will 100%, as I told you guys privately, will 100% get a lot of people over there, because people want to be on a leaderboard. They want to prove themselves. Now, I know what people are going to say, well, people can cheat, people can walk up. All you have to do is create a system in there where I can report a cheater. Boom, reported. You get enough reports on someone, then you can take away the feature for that person, etc. Right? There's going to be a lot of false reports. But again, you play any online match and you go on any platform, you can report a cheater, you can have a video of them, you have whatever, and you can get that person to not play them anymore. Right? Whatever. that would 100% get your people from Grand Board to Grand Dart app. I promise you. You fix that to have so they can play. You fix knowing when you hit when it's closed. You fix when we connect our board, it doesn't disconnect after we play a game. Make sure that in cricket our stuff does not go away. Stuff like that. But if you don't want to fix the tournament stuff yet, because I know you just literally rolled it out, you guys are going to have time. You want people to come play over here? Add a ranked head-to-head match. Climb leaderboards. Have them, hey, the best CC player, the best CC to B player, have leaderboards and head-to-head lobbies. I guarantee people are going to come running. That is how you're going to get better. Yeah, so that's my review on the app. I think Gran-Darts has a lot they need to improve on. I've always been on Gran-Darts side. I still am on Gran-Darts side. They've provided me an out, a way to play, a way to improve my life, my health, and I really 100% love it. I don't love this app. I like playing darts. This is a great practice app. If you want to practice, pull up this app, go to home, go to local, enjoy all the games here, local games, party games. Works great as a practice app, 100%. But as a online head-to-head app, terrible. We gotta fix that. And if you want people to come over and do tournaments, you gotta make this look a little more copacetic, right? This doesn't look very fun, right? Have you ever seen Remember the Titans? No fun, sir, right? So the advantage that Grand Board has right now over this app, it just looks more fun to play, right? It just looks more copacetic. It looks a little more fun. All that we really want in tournaments is creators like myself, like Raz, man, there's a bunch. I'm really tired. To have more control over when an error happens for us to correct it in time. Now, that's more, you usually got to report to us at the same time, but that's all we're asking. So please take the time. This is a very long video. This is a 42-minute video. I am going to post it. Gran-Darts, please take the time. Watch it. Anyone who watches this, take down notes. Please send all this information. I'm going to do the same thing. Send all the information to Gran-Darts to have them up to the app. Because until they do and get these features that I talked about working, it is going to be very, very hard to get people to run over from the Grand Board Tournament app to the Grand Dart Tournament app the way it's set up. My name is LVLMP. I hope to see you in LVLMP tournaments. We are sponsored by edartshop.com. Working on some other sponsorships. Shout out to Gran-Darts. Hopefully you guys come through. But I've just told someone ringing in my ear, they do have online wins ranking for last week and this week. Where do I see it? Head to head though? Online? Someone told me they have it. How do I check it? Let me see. I don't want to hit the wrong thing. But how do I check the leaderboard? I have to go to a different app? Play data. Okay, so we're gonna go. I was just on it. Play data. Ranking. Okay. That's not the same thing I'm talking about. Alright, so online matches played. There's no leaderboard. Oh, that's a leaderboard you're talking about. I got it. Okay. A little bit of a leaderboard. I got it. Okay. I apologize. They do have. I'm outside the top 100. So they did add this feature. Gran-Darts, good job. So we do have a little bit of a feature. However, a lot of people, I'll give you that. Okay, I did miss that. I apologize, Gran-Darts. There is an online play match. Online wins. Let's see. Got it. Okay. Well, I guess you will see me playing a lot of online matches here. I did not know that. This week. I haven't played on this app, obviously, a lot. But can I see what I would like to do? Top 100 on all the apps. See how it's like, Sniper USA. That's cool. But this, okay, so let's review this real quick. Good feature. How to make it better? Online random play. This is people playing who they want to play. Let's say let's say you and me play, right? Let's say we play 100 times. Let's say I suck and you just totally freaking annihilate me 1,000 times. Then your name shoots up that leaderboard, right? What I'm talking about is I want to be able to go into, that's all great there, that leaderboard. I want to be able to go in here and hit play random ranked match. And it matched me up to a random person of my skill level and me play that match. I don't want it to be a match that I get to determine whatever we get to play. It needs to be sanctioned, 501 cricket choice. It can be master out or it can be not. Like, whatever they want to set up. Probably not to copacetic or whatever. But I'm just saying, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they can have an online ranking system, but you can play the same person 1,000 times. It don't matter. They need to make it where you play a random person. It's an online search. I'm searching to play, you're searching to play. We match up. Winner gets points, moves up leaderboard. That's how it should work. Good thing to have a leaderboard for online play, but a little sus, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong, the app is not terrible. The tournament app needs a lot of work. The head-to-head app needs a lot of work. So these are all the things that I went over. I'm going to post this video. We're going to get off. I have a major tournament that we're going to get ready for. I'm going to be at in 15 hours. So again, my name is LVLMP. I'm going to end the video right here. You can always watch me, twitch.tv/LVLMP. We own the name, we own the brand, and always, and I do mean always, keep it level.